All right, y'all, we are a few days before the start of the Airbnb Automation 5-Day Mentorship. And I want to come here and talk to y'all for a few minutes. So hopefully you guys watch this to the end. Yeah, I'm super excited, man. God has been incredible. I remember just a few years ago when we were trying to figure out life, being people that went to school and worked jobs and tried a bunch of things to, make money and have the kind of life that we feel that we deserve and the kind of life that we can provide for our kids. Uh, you know, just getting introduced to Airbnb, we didn't think that it was going to be that big to where it changed. No drinky, please see. So we're on the cruise right now. By the way, y'all, side note, so look at the wife. I know y'all want to see her more than me. But we are on a beautiful cruise. Okay, let me show y'all the water right now. We're sitting here. And man, God is great, man. We learned about Airbnb a few years ago. It's coming up, I think it's about 5 years ago now. And just was looking for a way out, a way to have financial freedom, a way to not have to worry about every time bills came, a way to be able to travel and enjoy our lives and to provide a lifestyle for our kids. And I remember like having a feeling of, I don't know. Like, I don't know what's next for me. I don't know where's our next dollar come from. I don't know if I'm gonna have to go find another job. Like, I remember being in a space of uncertainty. And when I get to do things like I'm doing right now, like we're on a 7-day cruise, right? By the way, y'all, I like resorts more than cruises. My wife would say the same thing, right? But this is like our first official. We went on a cruise a long time ago, but that don't count. It's a cheap cruise. But this is like a real nice cruise. But I like resorts better. But in any case, just to be on here for 7 days, right? Not really worried about anything, not having to go to work or report to a job or get permission to take off. Right before this, we were home for 1 day in Atlanta, and before that, we took the kids to New York. What was that? 6 days? We were there 7 days.
6.
All right, we was in New York for 6 days. Nice hotel. We took them to American Dream Mall, and we did all kind of stuff for a few days. And I say all that to say this, y'all. I don't want to get too far off point, but all this is important to what I'm saying to you. 5 years ago, we were trying to figure it out. There was uncertainty, probably like how some of your lives are right now. Or maybe you're living an okay life, but you know that you deserve better. And if you would have told me that my life would look like this today from Airbnb, if you told me that a few years ago when I first started, I would never believe it. Because you hear people talk, right? You hear them saying, oh, Airbnb is dead, or oh, you can't do this or you can't do that. And that's the only reason people tell you those type of things is because they can't see themselves doing it, right? They don't see it working for them, so they try to project that on you. So never pay attention to that, y'all. Never pay attention to the noise. But in any case, y'all, we have drastically transformed our lives. Like, even sometimes when I'm walking around the house, we built a house, y'all. We had a house built for our family, and a beautiful home with a theater in it, and I got my own office, and we have just a beautiful big home with a yard, and we're putting a pool in there and doing all kind of crazy stuff. But I just think about how our life is today, and it's literally only because we were crazy enough to show up. And that's what I want to encourage you to do today, okay? We're starting this 5-day mentorship on Monday, okay? Actually, we're actually doing a bonus elite call on Sunday. And y'all don't want to miss it. Like, this is going to be, this call is going to set the tone for the entire week. We're actually going to be doing that on Sunday, right? But regardless, whether you come Sunday or Monday, I want to encourage you to show up, because you never know. You never know when you're going to get that one piece of information that changed the entire the course of your entire life. Like, you never know. Like, I would have never thought, just having a conversation with my friend and him telling me about Airbnb and the concept of renting apartments and getting permission to put on Airbnb, I would never think that decision to show up and learn about it, I would never think it would result in the kind of life that we have today and the kind of life that we can provide for our kids. So I just want to come on here and encourage you guys to, show up for you, And if you don't want to show up for you, show up for the people that you love.
And make sure 2026, as JD said, you're showing up for yourself. A lot of people, you do everything. As a mom, I make sure when it comes to my family, I'm always present to do everything for everybody. But then sometimes I put myself on the back burner. But 2026, I said everybody needs to change that. Make sure you put yourself first. Of course, you still can love on your family, but put yourself first because it puts them also in a better situation. So make sure you position yourself first to make everybody's life around you better. Pour into them.
Come on now. Listen. You'll be surprised how this one event could change everything. Got some special guests pulling up, and I'm gonna show up. And the whole point is this, man. We do this because we're so grateful of how things has turned out for us, as two individuals who come from nothing, who come from humble beginnings, and tried and got knocked back down, and failed, and wasn't perfect, and struggled, and did all those things, right? We're not those people on social media that pretends that our lives were great the entire process. It was a journey, but we made it to the other side. And I know sometimes when you're going through things, it's hard for you to see that it's possible for you. But I'm telling you, you never know when your moment is going to exist. I believe God puts moments on this earth for us, and it's up to us to show up, recognize the moment, and then take advantage of the moment, right? Take action with what we learn. So will you be in position when the moment occurs? That's the question. This is why I encourage you to show up, because some of your moments, I promise you, somebody watching this video right now, you're gonna show up and you're gonna hear something over those 5 days. It doesn't have to be a lot. It may be one thing that you hear, and everything from that moment on will change. Your life will change for the better from that one moment, from that one piece of information, from that one talk, from that one connection that you made. You never know. So show up, y'all. I'm excited. I'm gonna see y'all on a 5-day mentorship. When you hear this video and you have watched it, I want you to go in to the Telegram and say, I'm locked in. Say I'm locked in. Here's some quick announcements. Remember, we're gonna be doing an elite bonus call on Sunday, okay? An elite bonus call on Sunday. So in this message, or in this text that you got this link, or I might send another text to you, please click the link and make sure you, number one, go through the steps, make sure that you have access to everything. Make sure you're in our Telegram group. Make sure you saved our numbers. Also, take a look at the upgrades, okay? Definitely VIP and Elite, because VIP, remember, you get the recordings for 14 days at the end of the 5-day mentorship. Remember, you don't get it, so don't be in the chat talking about, can you send me the recordings? You get it. When you VIP, you get it at the end of the 5-day mentorship. But if you get Elite, we're gonna be sending you them every night. So please go and look at the differences between VIP and Elite. One other thing when it comes to those recordings, VIP, you get access to it for 14 days. And Elite, you get access to it for a lifetime. Okay, so this is important stuff that you need to know. So click the link, go through all the steps, join the Telegram group, save our numbers, right? Look at the difference between VIP and Elite. And if you don't want to upgrade, totally fine. But more important is, every single one of you, make sure you show up. Make sure you show up, okay? Go in the Telegram group right now and type, I'm locked in, and I'll see y'all on the 5-day mentorship.